I believe we'll get started now. First of all, I would just point out that this event is being broadcast on Facebook Live, so we welcome those of you watching on Facebook Live right now. My name is Jeff Morrison. I am the Executive Director of the Canadian Housing and Renewal Association. CHRA is the national voice representing the social and affordable housing sector in Canada. Our priority over the past roughly 2 years has been to lobby the federal government for a national housing strategy that will put significant long-term investment in social and affordable housing for all Canadians. And we were very pleased in their last budget in March of 2017 when the federal government announced over $15 billion in investments over the next 11 years for social and affordable housing for Canadians. And the announcement that we're about to hear from our speakers, I think, is an excellent example of the partnership and the impact that the federal government can have when it partners with housing providers, municipalities, and provinces to provide safe, affordable housing for the residents of Ottawa and the residents and for our fellow Canadians. So in order to make this announcement, I will be introducing our speakers one by one. Je vais introduire notre porte-parole un par un. Et je suis très heureux de commencer avec quelqu'un qui ne besoin pas une introduction dans la ville d'Ottawa. It's now my pleasure to introduce someone who really does need no introduction in the city of Ottawa, and that is the Mayor of Ottawa. Please welcome His Worship Jim Watson.
Well, thank you. It's so kind of you to give me a standing ovation. I appreciate that very much. I really get those. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, alors certainement c'est un plaisir pour moi d'être ici pour célébrer le logement abordable dans la ville d'Ottawa. Comme tu sais, ça c'est vraiment une priorité pour moi et pour les membres du conseil municipal et les trois paliers du gouvernement de travailler ensemble. I'm very pleased to be here with a number of elected officials. The Honourable Yasser Naqvi, MPP for this area, and Attorney General. Le conseiller Mathieu Fleury, qui est responsable comme président du conseil d'administration pour Ottawa Community Housing. Ward Councillor Catherine McKinney is with us. The Deputy Mayor Mark Taylor, who is our Council Liaison on Housing and Homelessness, and Jeff Leeper, Councillor for the adjoining community of Kitchissippi. Is anyone else from Council here? We have a note, a letter from our federal MP who unfortunately couldn't be here, but I believe it's going to be read out at some time. As I mentioned earlier in my remarks in French, affordable housing has and remains a priority of mine and our council and the other two levels of government. We recognize that having 10,000 people on a wait list is far too long to wait for affordable, decent, clean housing. I'm very pleased today to announce that we have reached an agreement to purchase the land that we're standing on from Canada Lands Corporation, a 7.8 acre piece of land located literally where the new Gladstone LRT station is going to be for a mixed-use community with special emphasis and great emphasis on affordable housing for the residents of Ottawa. So this is great news for our community. Congratulations to OCH for the purchase of this important piece of land from Canada Lands Corporation, and it will allow us to house many more people. Cette acquisition correspond à l'objectif premier de logement communautaire d'Ottawa, qui est d'offrir des logements sûrs et abordables pour les années à venir. With the support and collaboration of key partners, Ottawa Community Housing looks forward to building a community hub that offers new homes, commercial spaces, educational institutions that you'll hear about shortly, green space, and leverages access to the future Gladstone station on the Trillium line, which, as I mentioned, is going to be built just feet from here. This purchase enables OCH to improve, modernize, and renew its portfolio by providing new affordable homes in a mixed-use community, building vibrant communities with strong community partnerships, nurturing safe, healthy, and inclusive communities, and providing economic and educational opportunities to the community. Over the next several years, this future will be transformed into a vibrant, integrated community hub that will allow for community members to come together and build strong, healthy, safe, and inclusive communities. This community will also meet the needs of social and affordable housing. Cette communauté répondra aussi aux besoins de logements sociaux et abordables. And this initiative is a wonderful example of the collaborative community partnership via the City of Ottawa Community Development Plan, the CDP. OCH will consult and engage with community and residents and local businesses who will all have a stake in their new neighbors right here. I want to thank again our partners, the federal and provincial government, because as you know, housing is a complicated business in the province of Ontario. But thanks to a great partnership we have with Yasser and his team, Catherine and her team, and City Council, we believe that this project is going to be that next great neighborhood in the City of Ottawa. So thank you to the housing providers from various sectors who are with us here today for taking time out of your very busy schedule to celebrate what I think is going to be a really exciting project right here in the heart of our nation's capital. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Mayor Watson. Merci, Monsieur le Maire. As the Mayor mentioned, unfortunately, the federal Member of Parliament for Ottawa Centre and Minister of the Environment and Climate Change was not able to be here today. She's in Europe representing Canada there. So we were asked to read a statement from her directly. So I'll just read this out. Good afternoon. I am pleased to extend my warmest greetings to all of you who have gathered to attend this very special announcement. Today we have an opportunity to celebrate Ottawa Community Housing Corporation's new 7.26-acre project on Preston Street. As the Member of Parliament for Ottawa Centre, I recognize the importance of affordable housing in our community and have advocated for greater investments in this area. When Budget 2017 announced $11.2 billion over 11 years for an inclusive national housing strategy, it is projects like this that I had envisioned. The new development will help OCHC increase their capacity to offer safe and affordable homes to those in need. This project is so much more than just affordable housing. It will create a community hub of new homes, commercial units, schools, and green spaces that will allow everyone to come together and build a strong, healthy, safe, and inclusive community. I am very proud of the contribution OCHC makes to our community in Ottawa. Thank you to the Ottawa Community Housing Corporation and to all of those involved who work hard every day to improve the quality of life for residents in Ottawa. Our community benefits both socially and economically when everyone has a home. Yours sincerely, the Honourable Catherine McKenna, Member of Parliament for Ottawa Centre. Donc, c'est maintenant mon plaisir d'introduire le président de Logement communautaire d'Ottawa pour faire ses commentaires. It's now my pleasure to introduce the CEO of Ottawa Community Housing to offer comments. Please welcome Monsieur Stéphane Giguère.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today. It's a very special occasion for Ottawa Community Housing. As you can imagine, when you are looking at an announcement of 7 acres and over 7 acres in the heart of Gladstone and Preston, it's significant about the renewal of Ottawa Community Housing. And I want to highlight also that Ottawa Community Housing, this is our 15th anniversary this year. So this is, and what a great way to celebrate 15 years of delivering great services in our communities and celebrate by the acquisition and renewal of our land. I want to also extend the fact that this is a pivotal acquisition for Ottawa Community Housing. As you can imagine, this is a way for us to ensure that we have healthy and safe communities. And those communities are built by consultation, partnership, engagement, and looking at all of the partners today and also the stakeholders. This is just a first step for us towards engagement and towards a consultation, looking at what would be the vision, the design that the community will want, desire, and Ottawa Community Housing would be pleased to partner with all of you and to discuss how we will approach it. Another aspect that is also very important for Ottawa Community Housing, and this is part of our guiding principle, is the access to transit. Our mayor pointed LRT station. The LRT station will be right next on this property and will offer economic opportunities for the residents, for the broader community, but also for everyone who will enjoy the life of the green spaces and also the school and every services that will be provided on this land. So again, this is an opportunity for renewal for Ottawa Community Housing. this is an opportunity to create a cycle to ensure that our current needs are fulfilled, but our future needs also are addressed. And I want to say a big thank you to all of the partners, the City of Ottawa, CPAO, amazing partnership, working partnership, days in, days out, working very late to close on conversation and addressing the visions for the community, but as well OCH staff who are really instrumental in making those deals happening. And the sector partners all around, CHRA, thank you Jeff, but looking at all of the partners coming over today, being there, supporting Ottawa Community Housing, because again, this is a demonstration that alone we cannot achieve it. It's all together that we can change the face of affordable housing in Ottawa. And again, this is an opportunity for us to really showcase a new Gladstone Village and a new way of addressing Ottawa community homes going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The Mayor mentioned that we have a number of representatives from City Council here. I'm very pleased to introduce the Chair of Ottawa Community Housing, also the Councillor for Rideau Vanier Ward, and so many other titles which I won't offer. He's a busy guy. Please welcome Mr. Mathieu Fleury.
Jeff, I'd like to invite members of council. There's also board members, Claude, member of the foundation, Wayne French, to come up. And I think we have other board members that were with previous board members, Denis Chartrand, we have Linda Logan, we have Linda and we have Sandra. I'd love for you to join up front. Alors évidemment, c'est rare que je porte une cravate. I think this is a huge announcement for our city. I think it's a huge announcement for our community. It's certainly tremendously significant in terms of 933 Gladstone Village, which is in Councillor McKinney's ward, who's one of our board members, but also a very interested councillor in terms of this parcel of land. We've worked closely for some time to acquire this land from Canada Lands Corporation. It is important for our portfolio management framework, which is making sure that our portfolio is sustainable. As you know, we have properties across the city, more than 15,000 units, and we want to make sure a lot of our units are 45 years or older. Some of our properties are over 100 years old. Alors, une propriété comme celle-ci pour nous, en collaboration avec les CEPO, vous allez entendre Linda Savard et puis Edith Dumont et puis toute l'équipe qui a été vraiment fabuleuse au niveau de la collaboration dans quelques instants. We've acquired this land. We're also interested in a portion of land that's near the 18-wheeler bucket on the other side facing onto Somerset. We're not hiding that. We'd certainly, we see this as a very valuable property on the edge of a station of the LRT, edging both Councillor Leeper and Councillor McKinney's ward, right beside an anchor in our community, beside Preston Hardware. We really believe that this mixed use, we're laughing, but independent organization that's known across the construction industry from our city, that's tremendous in terms of location. For us, this partnership is tremendous. It's also an opportunity to showcase how we can do the sustainability portion right, how we can do transit-oriented development right, how we can do mixed communities from an income perspective, from commercial and residential mix. So there's a lot of work, there's a lot of consultation. I'll let Councillor McKinney elaborate on that. But certainly for us, it's the beginning. We've acquired the land, and we're open as the CEPO for discussions with the community, with the private sector. This will be an affordable community, but at the same time, there will be portions that will be for market rent or even for sale. So we're looking at all the options. It is an important parcel of land in our city's downtown. Alors merci encore une fois. J'aimerais souligner tout particulièrement le travail de Stéphane Giguère. Sans son leadership et toute l'équipe de gestion à logement communautaire, on aurait perdu accès à ce site-là. Donc c'est un beau travail de reconnaissance de l'importance de ce site et puis de l'opportunité que l'on a située en plein cœur de notre ville et puis de faire l'effet levier pour tout ce qui a rapport avec le transport en commun. Alors merci, j'invite ma collègue Catherine McKinney qui est la conseillère du quartier.
Thank you, Councillor Fleury, Matthew, and everyone who's here today. There is no doubt this is a significant piece of land, and this is going to be a significant opportunity for us here in this community. I hope that people behind me are listening. There, not him, but in the homes behind me, because anytime that we are faced with new development in this community, I can tell you that people ask for three things. They ask for green space. We don't have enough green space, and they want green space. They want to make sure that that whatever we do on any parcel of land, whether it's LeBreton Flats, here, over at Booth Street Complex, that the traffic doesn't impact on our existing neighborhoods, and they want affordable housing. So this will help to address all of these needs. This is an opportunity to do transit-oriented development, which is more than just a transit station. Transit-oriented development has to contribute to vibrant urban communities. It's not enough that only people who can afford to live near our transit stations, as prices continue to rise along our transit lines. We have to make sure that the people who need to be here are here. I'm very proud to be on the board of Ottawa Community Housing. I raised my first two children in Ottawa Community Housing, and I'm very proud of that as well. And I often tell people that it's a wonderful neighborhood to raise your children in, to be a part of. But the one thing missing from our OCH neighborhoods is that others don't come into them. There's often no need for them unless they're coming to visit us. There's no stores, there's no amenities, there's no community space. And building this type of community, this type of modern urban community, will bring everyone together, and we will all live together, and we will visit each other, and we will know each other. And so it's this community will be a vibrant hub. It will be a dense and diverse mix of uses, as Councillor Fleury just pointed out. With this announcement, we will reinitiate our community design plans so that the community, that the neighbors here have got input, that we're working with them all the way along to make sure that we get this right. This is a good blank slate for us. It's a key piece of property in our city, and we have an opportunity to build a wonderful, vibrant community for everyone. So I thank you all for coming out. I know I left my bike out there. Everybody's got their back to it right now, but it's safe. No, I'm not worried about the safety of it. I just look forward to the day when this area is filled with bikes, feet, and trains. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Councillors Fleury and McKenny. I'll just say on a personal note that not only is Catherine the councillor for the Somerset Ward, but as the guy who was the runner-up to her in the 2014 municipal election, she was a heck of an opponent. So, thank you. C'est maintenant mon plaisir d'introduire Linda Savard. Linda is the chairwoman of the Board of Trustees for le Conseil des écoles publiques de l'Est de l'Ontario. Linda.
Merci beaucoup. Je demanderais, de la même façon que M. Fleury a demandé tout à l'heure d'avoir les conseillers autour de lui, je demanderais aux conseillers scolaires et aux surintendants de s'approcher également. We're all a team at the CFPO, and we always work as a team. And it's not only the trustees that make the decision, it's the management that helps us make the decision. So we're a real good team, and we always work together, and I'm very happy to work with partners such as OCH and such as the City of Ottawa. Le Conseil des écoles publiques de l'Est de l'Ontario est fier de se joindre à la Société de logement communautaire d'Ottawa et à la Ville d'Ottawa pour travailler main dans la main au développement de la communauté dynamique de Gladstone. Ce nouveau développement comprendra des logements pour des ménages à revenus mixtes, comme le mentionnait tout à l'heure M. Giguère, mais également des espaces communautaires et commerciaux et, comme vous l'avez deviné, une école. Oui, une école élémentaire publique de langue française qui se retrouvera au cœur d'une communauté urbaine en plein développement. We're proud to work with OCH and the City of Ottawa, as I said earlier on, to build a school in Gladstone Village. A school that will promote values of openness, inclusion, diversity, and well-being. Those are all values that are very, very close to our heart at the CFPO. Nous croyons profondément au concept de l'école communautaire citoyenne pour offrir aux élèves des occasions et expériences qui leur permettront de développer leur créativité d'adopter de saines habitudes de vie, de comprendre le monde qui les entoure, de devenir des citoyens et des citoyennes engagés. Pour accomplir tout ça, l'école doit être ancrée dans sa communauté. Au CEPO, nous avons pris l'engagement de créer des environnements communautaires de choix et des environnements d'apprentissage de choix, et ce pour tous. This school will be at the heart of its community, and it will engage students, staff, parents, and partners in the development of their community. C'est d'autant plus important en milieu minoritaire, comme vous le savez sûrement, où il faut élargir l'espace francophone des élèves au-delà de la famille et des murs de l'école. Il faut les aider à développer leur identité culturelle, ce qui leur permettra de pleinement adhérer à la communauté francophone à laquelle ils appartiennent. The CEPO, as you probably know, is the first school board in North America to be ISO 14001 and offering ISO 14000 certification for students. This recognition has been given to us by the United Nations and UNESCO. C'est ainsi que l'école va se démarquer par des initiatives environnementales innovatrices et qu'elle va engager son personnel, ses élèves et sa communauté à contribuer concrètement à un avenir durable et responsable pour les générations futures. L'école élémentaire publique au cœur de Gladstone sera une école communautaire urbaine, ouverte, diversifiée, inclusive, à l'image de notre société moderne. Le CEPO entend accorder une place de choix à tous ses partenaires, tout comme OCH, en créant un carrefour communautaire éducationnel, social et économique. Let's work together to make this happen. Travaillons ensemble pour faire arriver ce projet. Et je voudrais dire comme la conseillère tout à l'heure, la conseillère municipale qui disait qu'on avait besoin d'espace vert. Nos jeunes veulent également beaucoup d'espace vert pour jouer, pour s'amuser. Et ce projet, il va y avoir plein d'espaces verts et nous en sommes très fiers. Merci beaucoup de nous avoir considérés comme partenaires dans ce projet. Merci.
Merci, Linda. And so our last, and but of course certainly not least speaker, from the province of Ontario, very pleased to have with us the Member of Provincial Parliament for Ottawa Centre, and I keep forgetting your cabinet titles, they change all the time, but I believe he's Attorney General of Ontario, the Honourable Yasser Naqvi.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here today. I'm confident that this is going to be a flagship project in demonstrating how to build complete communities, how to build vibrant, healthy, and sustainable communities right in the core of the city. Woo! Only Matthew had my applause. Yeah. And I mean, we know many cities around the world and in Canada struggle with how to rejuvenate their downtown cores, and I think we're extremely lucky in Ottawa that we've got visionary leaders, incredible partners who know how to seize an opportunity. And this has been an opportunity. A lot of us have been talking about looking at this land, salivating after this land, and saying how can we develop this, how can we optimize the O train or the Trillium line that passes by here. There will be a new station that will be built in a few years from now, and to make sure that we are able to bring a community together, make sure that we are able to build a really a vibrant mixed-use community, and this is an opportunity that has come. I'm really proud to be part of a government that continues to work with our city in investing millions of dollars, new dollars, in building affordable housing in our city, and I'm confident that this project is one of those projects that will very much qualify for that funding. I can also tell you as a member of Provincial Parliament for Ottawa Centre that there is a huge need and demand for a French public school in our community. I continue to hear from parents again and again that we need to invest and build a French public school right in the heart of the community, and CEPO has been a great leader and a friend in working together in getting working in partnership with the Ottawa Community Housing and seizing on this land to develop that partnership. And that is all the ingredients to build truly build a community hub that we are going to accomplish here today. So as you can tell, my sleeves are rolled up. I'm ready to start working with OCH and CPO and our city and our federal government to engage with the community, to get their ideas, because they need to have a robust say as to what they want in their neighborhood, to work with our funding partners at all 3 levels of government, and to get this project up so that next time when we come here, we actually see a truly an urban village right in the heart of our city. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all our partners.
Merci, sir. So just before we close, just a couple of housekeeping notes. First of all, we'd just like to say thank you to Trattoria Cafe for providing the parking today. We will be doing a photo op just right here in front of the sign in a moment, so if anyone would like to take photos, we will be having that available. There will be an opportunity, il y a une opportunité pour des questions, mais s'il y a des questions maintenant, on invite les personnes juste pour demander des questions maintenant si vous voulez.
Oui, s'il vous plaît. Okay. Hi, Joanne from CBC, Ottawa. Just looking a little bit more for the plan. What's, how many units are we going to have? How much mixed development? How much market are you going to build for sale? Private homes? What's the timeline? So tell us the plan.
Yes, exactly. Many questions, but all very interesting. One aspect, we're looking at building what we call a mixed income housing type of development in a mixed use environment. What it means that we'll have commercial partners, private sector partners, market rent, affordable housing rent, and everyone living together and benefiting of the green space, of the transit, and what the community has to offer. The consultation itself will start in the next couple of weeks, months to go. We hope to wrap it up by the end of this year. And so what we're looking at, part of the consultation, is really to get the pulse of the community, their vision, their understanding of what they want. We understand that access to education, the school is a pivotal partner, but as well access to employment, job is also important, and access to the core downtown of Ottawa. So this is where we are going, and the next steps are really about defining what type of build that the community wants, and the result will really provide us that percentage of allocation for the land, and really what type of build we will be seeing going up.
But Mr. Giga, I'm sure when the board decided to go ahead and bid for this land, you had some idea of the number of affordable units you would like here.
So
that's an estimate.
When we're looking at building, especially when you're looking at community consolidation, what we're looking at first and foremost is understanding the need, because the needs are very important, and we need to look at, are we looking at accessible units, are we looking at more affordable units, or more market rent, and again, the community has a say, a very important say in what will be the design and the urban experience that the community wants.
So you don't know?
Maybe I can elaborate. So there is a consultation that needs to happen in terms of the CDP, and we want to respect that process. Once that's established, we have a cost for this land. We'll make sure that the zoning that's in place, obviously our primary partner is the school, and I don't think there's zero issues with the school. We're all in favor of that. Following that, we'll elaborate the scope of percentage for depending on provincial subsidies that are in place, depending on the waiting list. There's a lot of elements that come into play in terms of the built form that might be the outcome here. But certainly, we're looking for the CDP process, and we want to respect that process before we bring forward a number of units.
Mais combien ont été investis pour acheter le terrain? On n'a pas de chiffre. Madame Savard, le CEPO veut investir combien pour une école? Combien d'élèves? On n'a pas de chiffre.
L'école va avoir à peu près 389 places élèves. Donc on regarde probablement à l'entour, je ne m'avancerai pas, mais c'est à l'entour de 12 millions de dollars de la province. On a déjà une école en haut de la rue, pas trop loin, qui est en location présentement pour un contrat de 5 ans. Donc évidemment, on cherchait un site, et c'est un site qui nous intéressait depuis le début dans le centre-nord. Sorry, 389 space for the school, and around $12 million will be asked to the province. We have a school that is just opening in September, and it's a rental school that we rented from the Ottawa Catholic. It's for 5 years. So we were looking, since we've opened that school in September, we were looking for a place where we're permanent site, so we can establish a French public school board, and that's why we were so interested in this project. L'école, c'est sur la rue Beach, c'est Centre-Nord. C'est l'école publique, l'école élémentaire publique Centre-Nord.
So that school will be moving here then?
Pardon?
That school will be moving here. École publique
C'est le plan, oui.
How much did you pay for the property? Or?
Yes, Ottawa Community Housing acquired the property for $7 million under and below market value.
So it's $7 million under?
No, so we paid
At a cost of $7 million.
Yeah, a cost of $7 million. The market value is 1.5 million per acre, and we have had access to a deal of $1 million per acre, so which resulted in $7 million transaction.
I know you're having community consultations, that's wonderful, but can you give us a sense of what this community might look like? We're by the O train. Are we going to see some high rises? I mean, there's going to be retail. I don't know. How will it all fit in?
The city had embarked on a CDP process and it didn't go forward with it in 2014. It looked at, and I'm sure it will be similar, but we have more opportunity to work with our partners now. Absolutely, there will be density here. There will be some high rises. This is on a transit line. This is where you put density. But it will be a mixed use, and it will be mixed height. We've got mixed income, but we've also got single-family homes here just to the east. So we'll make sure that, the plans have always been to ensure that, whatever is developed fits with that, and that the traffic and the way that the traffic flows through this area is not disruptive to the existing community. But absolutely, we like I said, earlier, anytime we're faced with new development, we need to look also at green space, so there will be opportunity here for some significant use of green space as well. So it will, we will go back out. We will go back out to the community on our community design plan, and we will be able to do that with a partner and have more surety really around what we'll be looking for.
Is OCH expecting to own this and lease it to private developers, sell air rights to build? How will that partnership work?
The result of the consultation will tell us more. So far, Ottawa Community Housing owns the land. In partnership, it will be with the school. We will be looking at the portion of the school that will be owned by them. LRT station as well will be using the land. As you know, they are a great partner in this venture. In terms of the build itself, that would be following the consultation with the community, that we will look at the different options in terms of partnership, in terms of ownership, or renting.
So unfortunately, we have to cut off the questions there. There will be an opportunity to ask additional questions after the photo op. There will be a photo op just here. Again, merci à tout le monde pour être ici. Thank you all for coming. It's an exciting day for the city and for social housing. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.